What is up, guys? Welcome back to Brick Age Studios, and in this video I will be expressing my thoughts on the Lego Nexo Knights Summer 2017 sets, which will release on August 1st. Now, just like all the other images I've used from Toy Fair so far this year, these are from the Brick Show's website, so big thank you to them. Check out their website and YouTube channel in the description below, but as always, I'll be expressing my thoughts on each individual set in this video, so let's go ahead and dive in and take a look. Starting with the smallest and cheapest of the wave, we have Macy's Bot Drop Dragon, and this will be retailing for $15, which is definitely a fair price in terms of the piece count. But that dragon, guys, oh my gosh. Honestly, you guys know, I'm not a fan of Nexo Knights. I don't have anything against the concept, but in my opinion, the majority of the sets are just really poorly executed and really just not good in general. This is a perfect example. I mean, it looks like a really wacky dragon, and I appreciate them at least trying to sort of do this more unique take on a dragon, but it just didn't work out in the end. Honestly, I'm not even sure if this is worth $15. Maybe if you really want the minifigures, but the build itself, I can't point out any positive highlights for me personally. So definitely not a good start with this Nexo Knights wave. Next, we have yet another dragon set, the Heligoyle, and this one will retail for $30, and again, good price point for the amount of pieces you get, but I feel here you're actually getting your money's worth, simply because the actual dragon itself works. I mean, really the only problem I have with the design is the head, which looks pretty weird, honestly, but I feel like the legs and the wings just look really cool. That's really all I can say. I can't really elaborate on it, but I just like how the overall body is designed. The minifigures are also really cool, especially for $30, so overall I feel like this is definitely one of the more solid sets of the wave. Axel's Rumble Maker is going to retail for $40 in the US, and honestly, guys, it's just hard to express my in-depth thoughts on a lot of these Nexo Knights sets, because with me, it's either they're decent or they're bad, and this is definitely bad in my book. I mean, the actual design itself is way too mediocre for my taste. You have two large drills on the front, and then just a bunch of exposed pieces in the actual piloting area or whatever. It just looks bad overall. I do have to say, it's a decently sized vehicle for $40, but still, I don't think this set is worth the price point. Similar things could be said about Aaron's Rock Climber, which has a price point of $60. This, I honestly don't even feel like is worth $40. First off, yet again, you have a very bad, mediocre design for the car, and on top of that, a very ugly color scheme that just flat out lashes out at you. I mean, that lime green and transparent orange don't work well together at all, in my opinion. I honestly think that this design deserves the top spot for worst Nexo Knights build of 2017. Really, the only major positive I have with this set are some of the minifigures, and then that rock monster dude you get on the side. Sorry, I know that's not what he's called, but I don't watch the show. I honestly think that's a really cool and, in a way, funny looking design. But overall, I feel like that this is going to be a very poor seller for Lego, especially for $60. Next, we have what might be my favorite set of the wave, honestly, the Stone Colossus of Ultimate Destruction. This will be retailing for either 80 or 90 United States dollars. I do apologize, I'm not 100% sure on the price point for this, but it's a very cool set regardless, at least in my opinion. It's definitely not perfect. I have my flaws with it. For example, the arms and legs look pretty awkward and unpolished, but the rest of the design, the face, the sort of middle body, and then the wings are just so elaborate and detailed. I'm especially looking forward to seeing how the wings work, because they are the Nexo Knights gargoyle wings in a much larger scale to fit this creature. Overall, I think it's just a really unique and scary looking monster, and like I said, it's probably my favorite of the wave. Finally, we have the big one, Knighton Castle, which will retail for $120. Now, this one, guys, honestly, when I first saw, I was really impressed with it. I mean, I liked the unique design of the castle, and personally, I don't mind the color scheme, and I still stand by those opinions, but my love for it has kind of drained over the past couple days at the same time, and that's simply because I've realized that for $120, you really don't get that big of a castle. I mean, it doesn't look complete for $120, even though you have 1,426 pieces. Really, the build just leaves me wanting more. So in the end, I feel like this is honestly a disappointing set, and that's really the case with this wave overall. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of this wave of sets down in the comments below. And as always, I will see you next time on Brick Age Studios.